Hello, everyone. Good morning. I've been delaying this, but I'm officially homeless. Cars broke down to about my last $10. I don't even really have an easy way to work. There's no internet, real good connection out here, and cars down. I've got that trailer. I don't live here. I mean, I guess I live in the backyard now. I'm stuck, but I've been dealing with this medical stuff since early mid August. I was diagnosed with bradycardia, low heart rate. And I was working, surviving on 44 beats a minute. And then I ended up in the hospital. Um, I recorded a range between 36 and 142 beats a minute. I was going tachycardia to bradycardia. Jackson General sent me home. This was in the midst of a 9-hour straight vomiting spell. That started all of this. 3 days later, I'm back in the ER. I woke up that morning, sat down on the couch, pet my dog like normal, waiting on my wife to get home. Just glanced down at my new smartwatch because I'd bought it to check my heart rate, and it said 192 beats a minute. I sit there and watch for about 30 seconds, and it drops back down to 30 beats a minute before recovering back to 37. I got Kim, had her turn around and take me to the ER again. I was cussed in the driveway. That's neither here nor there. But I went to the ER. I begged to be kept for observation and was. That night on a Holter monitor, my heart rate fell to 26 beats a minute at 1 p.m. on August 30th, a Friday. A pacemaker was installed in me, a then 44-year-old man, who just 6 or 7 years earlier had a nuclear stress test that said his heart was fine. So something recently has occurred. Anyway, during the first ER visit, 3 days previously, a chest CT found that I had lesions, masses all over my spleen. Well, I already, from 2010, almost to the day actually, I got the diagnosis confirmed. Mid-April 2010 was when I was diagnosed with stage 2 colorectal cancer. I have survived. I have a permanent colostomy. It is difficult, but it is what it is. But I thought I had cancer, specifically lymphoma, from August on, and was living with that stress on top of the pain and the anxiety and everything else I'm already going through in this process. A lot of stuff happens. There's a breakdown, it's mental stuff, but there's a lot that goes on. But back to medical stuff. I end up fleeing my home. I was not welcome there. I would not have healed. Unfortunately, I ended up in a place that turned out to be worse in some ways, which is why I'm currently homeless. But I'm broke. It took all of this time to diagnose and get me to the point to find out that I don't have cancer, which is fantastic news. Except I have sarcoidosis, and not in the traditional presentation, which would be in the lungs. Mine either started in my spleen or it is cardiac sarcoidosis. But I have several spots. My spleen is riddled with lesions and nodules. It will probably have to be removed at some point. My lymph system is being attacked. My right femur is being attacked. My heart is being attacked. It has messed with my body electric. I have a pacemaker to keep my heart beating. And I have damage to my left ventricle. What this means, if confirmed, which should be shortly, my cardiologist and my pulmonologist concur that this is most likely, means that I will be on 20 milligrams of prednisone for the rest of my life, every day. That's a lot of steroids. That's just the first immunosuppressant drug. They just started the second. So, I've given so much to everyone around me. I have nothing left. I've given of my body, my mind, everything. I'm mentally, physically exhausted. I'm strong spiritually. That's all I've got. And this little girl here is really all I've got. I need help. I don't know what kind of help I really need other than just to get a foot under me. I need a few bucks to fix my car, to maybe get a place, to stabilize, and to make it to... God, I'd love to get on disability. I've been sick for 8-9 months already. But the way the system works, I just got my first zero paycheck. So I think the clock just started on getting to the 6 months. So how do I live at zero for all of this time, right? I need help now. I've given, I've done, I've exhausted all of my sick time being underemployed for 8 months to get to the point of my medical leave. But now I don't have anything to work with to keep myself afloat. And I'm sorry to have to ask. I really do hate to have to record this. I just hope you all have a blessed day. God bless you and take care. And if you feel generous help, that's all I can ask. I just need to get a foot under me. That's all.